Hi, and welcome to the Cheap Skinks playthrough of Kingdom Death Monster Simulator. This is on version 0.1.186. Unfortunately, because it's a minor release and it's not the end of the month, the launcher doesn't tell me what all was in the patch. Hitting the discourse, it looks like it was just some patch fixes, so hopefully nothing too big. And I believe we left off with the hunt phase over, and then that's the rewards we got. And I am trying to remember if I assigned the hunt XP. And I am unfortunately drawing a complete blank on that. So what I may have to do is I'll go ahead and play through the showdown and do the well, not already done the showdown, sorry. Do the settlement phase, and then we'll see how long that took, and I may have to go back and watch a video and see if I need to bump up Hunt XP for characters and possibly give them some weapon proficiencies. Fist and Tooth, she like whiffed every time, so I don't think she would have gotten any anyways. I did not give weapon proficiencies because he has sword and he would have gotten the wound. So I think I need to give them all the XP and give them all a weapon proficiency dot that wounded. So these two, and I think the bow did also. But we'll take care of that off screen so I don't have to bore people. Let's go ahead and archive this, archive you, archive you, pick you up. I'm just going to haul you over to here. Don't know at this time if we'll fight that one or not. Okay, sorry. I should go ahead and go to contents. And we are back at the settlement phase. So I'll set it up. Actually, archive you, archive you. Just archive some more of this stuff. It's kind of interesting. I usually have a lot more difficulty with the lion, or well, actually, I have more difficulty with the lion and with the antelope than what I've seen here today. Normally, the antelope ends up running all over my characters, and I have lots of deaths. But I think a lot of that is I usually just roll really, really, really crappy. I think my actual dice I have for the game are cursed. They seem to roll an awful lot of ones and twos. Okay, so we set up. We'll get a survival return, which we actually had 4 people return, which is always a good sign. 3. Need to. Oh, did not want to pick that up. I just want to get an endeavor. Hopefully I didn't throw it. Okay. Momentary fear of throwing an endeavor token onto the floor. Okay, so let's go ahead and remove all the injuries. Check. 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 And check. All right, so next up. Oops. We would have the endeavors, timeline update, which means it's time for the random, and then we'll do the Phoenix Feather. so my characters can start aging to death. Always a fun time. Okay, go to content. I'm just going to pull up the Phoenix Feather on the book. Oops, I clicked the wrong thing. We're not quite at oxidation yet. Phoenix Feather, okay. Before that, though, we have one of these. Shuffle, shuffle, and draw face up. Something good? Dark Trader. Hey, we got this not too long ago. Well, Strange Brew for 6 resources, Pinkstone for 2, and the Sexy Thong for 7. Corpulent man reclines on a chair, carries on the back of 4 cloaked men. He offers to sell many amazing treasures. Each one may be purchased once. You know what? I'm not going to purchase anything. Shuffle, shuffle. Okay, so Phoenix Feather. Oh, actually, I was supposed to check the year off before I did that. Sorry. Heaven forbid that I forget. We're on Lantern Year 7, and only 4 people have died. Okay. The skies bubble and murmur as a dark presence tears through the atmosphere like a negative lightning bolt, sucking the air and energy from all who gaze upon it. Light rain begins. Survivors turn their eyes up to see a huge iridescent feather slowly floating towards the ground. Their lantern lights reflect strange rainbows off the twisting feather. A primal fear takes root in the settlement. You may now hunt the phoenix. Add it to the quarry list. Nominate a single survivor to speak. They gain +1 courage, and, well, bad things may happen. Okay, I learned my lesson last time and had somebody worthwhile do it, so let's not do that this time. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, that's an old population count. Yeah, this is usually what I see filling up. Let's see who will do this. Steve. You know what? I thought Zach was dead. I'm pretty sure Zach is dead. Just probably because I archived it, it may not have updated it properly. There's still some goofy things like that. All right, so Steve gets +1 courage for speaking. And Steve gets to roll on this table, and it is a D10, so not too bad. All right. Oh, does it have to be a returning survivor? You may add it to the sheet. Nominate a single survivor. No, it does not have to be. I could have rolled that anywhere. 5. That's not too bad. 1 is like screaming and run off to die. All right, 5. The survivor shoos everyone away from the feather alone in the rain. They examine it. The nominated survivor gains an understanding and the tail feather phoenix resource. If the settlement chose survivor of the fittest, which we did, the survivor raves to no one in particular about an oncoming trial, bursting into laughter and tearing the feather apart. Gain +1 permanent evasion and the honorable disorder. All right, so disorder. Now it doesn't, he said it tore it apart, but it doesn't say that I lose the resource, so I do get the resource. Not that it really matters. Honorable. You believe in honor and fairness when conducting yourself on the battlefield. Strong principles kept you alive, and you will not abandon them under any. You cannot attack a monster from its blind spot or if it is knocked down. Not as bad as my usual ones. All right, so +1 evasion, +1 understanding, and the honorable. So you get an extra piece of evasion, and you get some here. And I need to write a disorder down. I forgot almost. Honorable. And luckily, since that works, it now gives me that. So I don't have to actually worry about that. Tab, hide. Tab, hide. Okay. Pick it up. Pick it up. Nope, that did not work. Flip them. Pick it. No, not flip it again. All right, let's do it this way. So view deck. Now the only problem is I don't have any of the special stuff for it yet. All right. And it's the tail feather, right? Tail feather, yeah. Okay. So that takes care of my events. We've updated the timeline. So the reason I'm staring here stunned for a moment is oh, no. Okay, I think this is it here. The Hooded Knight coming back threw me off for a moment. It's like I knew it's supposed to be on there, but it happened to be on that other table, so it messed it up how I was looking at it. All right, let's bring this over. So this is the stone circle that we get for fighting the Screaming Antelope for the first time. Actually, I don't need that one. Get these guys. So the Caterium, I'm not going to do anything really with it this time because I didn't get any cat resources. I can take the fresh acanthus and turn it into dried acanthus. And harvest ritual, forbidden dance. I don't have forbidden dance, so that doesn't matter. Oh, I should make sure I'm not skipping anything. So next would be update the death count. Nobody died. Check for milestones. The only milestone we have left really is this conviction. Actually, that's not even considered a milestone, I don't think. So unless I hit population 0, it's not going to matter. So no big deal there. we are now on the development phase, which my stuff is here. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do. Actually, I'm going to use the love juice. Probably not in the best way, but I'm going to use it for my innovation. Oops, I did not mean to click on it like that. All right, so we'll get to innovate. Normally you would draw 2, but because we have Symposium, we get to get 4. So let's shuffle this up. Because I think I added some stuff to it last time. And let's draw 4. Oh. Heat, storytelling, drums, and cooking. All right, so scrap smelting. Purification, nothing happens. Spend 3 scrap, gain an iron. I can build a blacksmith with it. Storytelling, survival limit +1. Story time, gain understanding, gain 3 white speaker. Drums, drum beat, da 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 da. Cooking, +1 endeavor at the start of the settlement phase, gain an endeavor, survival limit 1. Star for cooking, spend 1 blood and 1 bone to cook nose gruel during the next hunt phase, ignore starvation. Okay. These are all important. I think I'm gonna get drums. So pick up, pick up. All right. And that cost me 1 endeavor. All right, let's see what we want to build. Not a whole lot of things here that I really want that I can get easily. So I have only 1 pelt. So if I'm going to build a Screaming Antelope set, there's not much I can use for it. The shank bone, you need a brain for that, so it doesn't matter. Speed powder, bone earrings. I think I will go ahead. Let's take a look at, flip it, view deck. All right, so the Bone Knuckles is 2, 6, and 4 paired. When you wound with this weapon, monster gains -1 toughness until the end of the attack. I'm gonna hold off on Katars because I have a pair of Katars already, so I don't want to go down that route. Activate weapons gear to the left and to the right of this card. Can use 2 separate attacks. Cannot be used with two-handed weapons. Could come in handy, but we'll hold off on it for the moment. Remove all your tokens. Stand up. You may use this while knocked down. On arrival, gain 2 survival. During the aftermath, gain 1 hunt XP. So this is going to make you age faster. I think I want to hold off on that because I'll probably end up. I'm thinking in maybe 2 or 3 turns, I'm going to start fighting the Phoenix. And the Phoenix, one of their special ability is they start adding age tokens to your character. So your character could go from like age 1 to dead of old age pretty quick. I'm really good at getting that. Screaming Bracers, +2 for body. I can't get the horns, I know. On your arrival, gain 3 insanity. That might be worth picking up. Add to your sphere. Waste. All right, so if I want to get a Screaming Antelope set, which the Screaming Antelope set, after you slam, spend action to move 1 space and activate a melee weapon with +2 strength. If you wound with a spear, apply the wound roll result to the next selected het location of this attack. And then also have the White Lion, which gives you +1 and +2 strength when attacking with daggers or katars. So those are both really good. Phoenix armor, I don't need to worry about anytime soon. Leather, I don't need to worry about. Lantern is a joke right now. I'm so far away from that. But I'd like to finish up a set of each of these. Maybe do Rawhide for the other one. So anyways, do I want the arm bracers or do I want the legs? And the reason I'm choosing between those two is one gives you insanity and one gives you bonuses when you're investigating terrain. So whoever had it would be the guy looking through the terrain. And I don't have leg armor on like anybody except for the guy that has the full set. So I think I'll get the legs. So we'll spend the pelt and the whatever you want. And get the legs. Bracers, coat, leg warmers. Flip it. We'll just put it off to one side for the moment. So that leaves me a shank bone, scrap. I have scraps in my inventory. I've got 2 broken lanterns and a monster bone. That's why I didn't get the scrap smelting, because you needed 3. So it's like, there's no sense in doing that if I only have 2. And I've got bones. So let's see, does it require? Yeah, none of these require the shank bone. The earrings do, but kind of holding off on that. If I get the 3 bones and a hide, I might make the weapon crafter, which I do have. Ooh. All right, I think I'm going to shave. I'm going to save the perfect bone and the shank bone to use towards the weapon crafter next time. So actually, I need to add that here. Shank bone. Perfect bone. Perfect bone's not really used in any differently than a regular bone in the base game until you start adding some expansions. I got 2 organs, which I guess I could make blood paint, but I think I want to use those to get another monster grease. Yeah. So that's on the organ grinder. Oh, also I want to get the dried Arcanthus. So with this, when you depart, gain 2 survival. When you suffer severe injury, ignore it. Archive this card instead. And then the fresh one just activate this fully heal 1 location. So this will go back to here. And Bonesmith. View deck. All right, so I just need a stand-in card. Darn it. I don't have enough monster greases. No big deal. It's kind of the advantage when you have 2 decks in the house. So I got 6 monster greases and 4 noses. Okay, you got 1, you got 1, you got 1. So long as it's not a unique item, you can exceed the limits of the cards that are in the box. But uniques, there can only be 1. However, as you can see, I have also filled up my gear grids. So I need to figure out who is going to carry what, but we'll do that when we get to this departing survivor. I still have 3 endeavors, so I'm going to spend some endeavors on some drums. Gain arithmetic, chaser, fighting art, or synchronized strike fighting art. I know one of those is important. I don't remember which one. Oh well. View deck. Oh, I think it's so you can get the king step. So those are not on secret, which means it is just a regular fighting art. Flip, put down. View deck. Alright, Thrill Seeker Combo Strategist, Order of Death, Rhythm Chaser. On arrival, gain 1 evasion token when you're knocked down. If you don't have an instrument in your gear grid, remove all of your +1 evasion tokens. Cannot be used if there are any heavy gear in your grid. And what is the other one? Don't. What was the other? Synchronized Strike. Secret fighting art. It is a secret fighting art. View deck. Synchronize, 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 synchronize. All right. When flawless coordination, you strike as one. When you're adjacent to a monster or attack with a melee weapon and have an attack assist, your attack gains +1 accuracy, +1 strength limit once per turn. Survivor, who also has synchronized strike and is in the right spot. They are standing adjacent to the monster on its opposite side and parallel to you. So, for example, like this. Okay. Well, the problem with that is having two characters having this, but +1 accuracy and +1 strength is useful. What do we have? Bow two-handed, melee, noisy. So not much of what I have is heavy besides that um, lion stuff. Yeah, so I think what I might do is have somebody grab that, and then that'll give me another. Actually, yeah, my guy with the most evasion. Melee, sword, metal, armor, set, rawhide, consumables, stinky, flammable, blah, blah, blah. Nothing is flammable. Or, sorry, nothing is heavy. Yeah, so I think what I might do is may have one of the characters pick that up. Okay, so I'm allowed bone beats. Oh, I need to put the drum innovations in. Ah, all right. I knew I was forgetting something. View deck. Drum, drum, drum. Forbidden Dance. That's Forbidden Dance. Innovation. Song of the Brave. All right. Flip it. Add it. Add it. Shuffle it. All right. Good to go. Okay, so I took a break there, but now I need to go back to spending these tokens. And I think I want to spend them. I have two. Yeah, I have two characters that have no um, insanity right now. So I'm going to spend 2 tokens to give those 2 characters 2 insanity. You drum alone. Now, mind you, it takes 2 tokens, so each one of them is doing that endeavor. So that'll give Hunter 2 insanity. And Alhana 2 insanity. And then the last one, I'm going to give Hunter the rhythmic one. Fighting art. Rhythmic chaser. So hopefully he won't get knocked down. Now, The evasion token for this one, when it says if he gets knocked down, discard evasion tokens, it would be these tokens. These tokens here I have on there just to say, oh, I have monster grease and I have the +1 for completing these. It's not an actual token. It's so I don't have to write it here and then remember if I move stuff around, I need to pull it off of them. Okay, so let's give him. Okay, I'm. Oh, it's R. Help if I could spell. Okay, so give him the Rhythm Chaser. I'm going to leave the card next to him just so I put his evasion tokens there that can be moved. So I'm going to take the bandages off characters for the moment. I'll just put them here. Just because I need to free up some inventory slots. She's going to lose her harp because if you don't have it, remove all of them. So I want to give him the music instrument for that purpose. Oh, wait a second. Oh, no, that's Lucy. I think I put a Rhythm Chaser on the wrong character. I did. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is not the character. Oh, no, she can use it. She can use it. She can use it. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I'm going to take her bone dagger away, though. And she's going to have the bow. She's a fist and tooth master, so doesn't really need it per se. Give you the leggings. Not that this match matters. I don't have anything that gets me bonuses for having those matches. But this will get his insanity up, and then I won't have to worry about carrying the bone axe with me anymore. Okay. And she's going to carry the extra monster grease. I'm going to leave this behind. Tail feathers. All right. Wish I had something to increase my max survival, but don't have anything at the moment. Since you're going to be like one of the main melee guys, I'll give you that. Not that it matters. Okay. Okay, so 3, 2, sorry, 4, 2, 1. 4, 2, 1. And she has the I don't have any more evasion tokens. This is just a marker for having the monster grease, not anything permanent. Let's see, 1, 1, 1, 1 on the waist, nothing on feet. And oh no, I said it was okay for her to have the rhythm chaser. Yeah, and I gave her the harp. So 1s, 2 evasion. He's gonna have 2 in all his armor locations. It's actually 1 point, and then the rawhide armor set gives him another 1. He has 1 for his waist and 2 for his legs. Okay. And 1 evasion for just the monster grease. This is on arrival, so I haven't arrived yet. Now, departing survivors all get 1 survival, and then 1 survival also, I believe, for ammonia. Yeah. So 2 survivors. 2 survival. Again, 4 is as high as I can go. 4 is as high as you can go. 4 and 4. Okay. And I think for what we're gonna, that'll, we don't have any special encounters. Record and archive resources. I've kind of been doing that on the fly. I haven't done the gear. I have 2 bandages and a bone dagger. Yeah. I may regret not having the bandages, but okay. Actually, I probably should carry one of those. I have no empty spaces. Actually, you know what? I'm going to regret this. I'm going to take the bone axe out, and I'm going to give 1 character the bandages. The reason being is I think I'm going to fight a level 2 white lion. And since it's level 2 and new, I should probably have that just in case of emergencies. Okay. So everybody should be good. I've used up all of those. We flip this. And again, this is going to be a level 2 white lion. So this is probably where cooking and making bone nose soup would have come in handy, because we're going to have to, if I remember right, the white lion is going to be here, and we're going to have to go through this overwhelming darkness, which is kind of like the halfway point to crap. Bad stuff happening. Okay, I need to get up off the table. because I think I have the I have the lion over here, which I do. Pick it up. All right, and actually go to contents. Oh, white lion. Okay, so he is one space afterwards, and then I need to put 3 in front and then 2 behind him for white lion ones. So let's go here. White lion hunt. And we'll just bring this over to here. Shuffle it 3 times. Draw face down. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully I do not get to these. That would be really bad. And for these 2 here and 1 here, if he moves off it, that is standard. I'm just going to roll them. I don't think it's important enough to get the cards. We're not doing anything super special. So fighting the level 2 white lion, he is going to have more life, obviously. So he's going to go from 10 to 15. So he's going to have 5 more health. He's going to have 2 toughness, a speed token, and a damage token. So he's going to hit more often and harder and faster. You know what? I think we'll do 1 more year of level 1, and then we'll do level 2. I still want to get a little bit more armor. Yes, I'm chickening out. Do 1 more time of him on level 1. If it's a cakewalk like I've been doing, we'll switch to level 2. And then hopefully after that level 2, I'll get lucky and I'll have my white lion gear set. That'll be 10 cards. Maybe I'll be lucky, and then we can switch to the Screaming Antelope. And I figure by probably year 12, we're going to do the Phoenix. Maybe 11, maybe 10. We'll see how things go. All right. So let us go ahead and start moving on the table. So she'll move up, flip it. Mark territory. The lion is marked as territory. If any survivor has 3+ understanding, they realize the area is covered in ammonia. If they have not innovated it already, they gain ammonia for free. Well, we already have it, so I'm not going to bother looking it up, but we do have to roll for a random one. I think I actually do have 3, but again, all you get is something you already have. So random, again, white is the 10s, black is the 1s, like I've been doing. Yeah, he has 3 understanding. Okay. Let's just go to content. Random hunt events. My number is going to be 72. So let's roll out the 72. I have a bad habit of rolling the harvester where you just essentially kill all the characters that are noisy gear. It's a little more involved with that, but it just seems like I lose like characters from there so easily. 72, something to pass the time. If the settlement does not have Symposium, ignore this event and roll again. Otherwise, the event revealer suggests a word game to lighten the mood. As the survivors trudge forward, the event revealer rolls d10. If settlement has Song of the Brave, add d4. I do not have that, so that will not happen. Oh wow, I could get ambushed. That would be bad. All right, so Anne was the person that revealed this, right? Yeah, Anne. What I got to do is I had to come over here and check real quick and make sure Anne was not the one that had Explorer. So I think, yeah, it looks like Chad is my only Explorer now. So roll a d10. Roll high, good stuff. A 1. Oh, yay, guess what? We just got ambushed. Survivors' boisterous voices attract their quarry. The monster ambushes them. So that's the end of the hunt phase. Showdown. Level 1. Confirm. All right. So while that was being done, I'm curious as to what these other ones were. Lion in Heat. Okay, that was obnoxious. Scratching Grounds. Sculpture. Okay. Main thing I was interested in was whether or not it was the cub. All right, this can be archived because I won't need it. So even though we got ambushed, I think it just means the monster gets to go twice. But I want to make sure I can still change how the terrain and everything is set up, because I never like the default terrain setup that this thing does. Custom campaigns. So I'm using my physical copy of the manual just to look up ambush. Ambush monsters. Monster moves onto the survivor's hunt board and ambushes them and any current hunt events and start the showdown immediately. Survivors skip their first turn. In most cases, this means the monster will take 2 turns in a row. Yeah, if it's the butcher, you're screwed because that would be 4 turns in a row. But we don't need to worry about that. Okay. So I'm just going to take this, go to contents, showdown, white lion, 1 tall grass, 2 random, and we got to be 6 spaces away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So move that there. face isn't really going to help much. But it's got to be so many spaces away. Set of at least 5 spaces away from all board edges. Okay, that's not. Set of adjacent to the monster. That's fine. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it at least 5? At least 5. Okay, so that's fine. And the grass, I think, is 4 away from another grass. Set up at least 4 spaces away from all tall grass. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I can put it underneath where the monster's at. Okay, so we get our on arrival bonuses. So that would be 1 survival and 1 insanity for the nose. So this will go to 3. The survival is not going to change because I'm essentially maxed out on that. So he's going to go to 4. He'll get his rhythm chaser. Everyone gets another survival because of the whisker heart, but that's not going to matter because we're maxed out. This is just on departure, but it's not going to matter. The only thing that really matters is the survival, or sorry, the insanity off of the nose. And then he's getting insanity off of the leg warmings and off of the nose. So he gets 4 insanity. So essentially from now on, I can use that to piece of armor to get some insanity on characters so they don't die from uh, brain damage too fast. Okay, so we're gonna stop here for the day. I need to check. I'm pretty sure I did not give Hunt XP and the proficiency token, so I will check that. I also need to get the 1 token. That 1 token is just for the Rhythmatic Chaser, so means he's going to be operating at 4 evasion. Oh, she's not in the grass. Well, she's not in the grass, so she won't get the other 2 evasion. So these 2 guys are at 3, or he's at 3, he's at 2, and then another, so he's at 5 and 4. And poor Alhana is sitting with just 1, or 2, sorry, because she has 1 natural. Okay, like I said, we'll stop here. I'll check the last video before this, make sure I did not assign Hunt XP and proficiency, which, like I said, I don't think I did. And we'll clear this up and we'll start the hunt phase. All right, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.